Are we live? How's it going, everybody? Banproof is back. We are live, and we're going back in it for some Shiny Wooloo hunting. Sitting on a brand new chair. The old chair is over there. You can see it behind me because I don't know where else to put it right now. But I'm on the new chair, and I haven't sat in it for an extensive period of time yet. This will be the first time, but already I can feel it's weird, right? That chair was kind of comfy, where it was like super soft and super padded and like just like and it was comfy when you first sat in it, right? This one, when I first sit in it, it feels a bit like weird, like it's making me like sit up, like. But I can tell that the support in my back is way better from the start, right? Like it's forcing me to sit up straight, and my legs actually like are not being restricted by the seat because the seat can slide forward and back and seem taller. The chair is higher, like it's probably not. I don't know if it's higher, but it's making me sit up straight, right? And I'll always take being taller because I'm not very tall, right? I am not very tall. It is really making me sit up straight. So at first it feels odd, but I'm hoping over time the fact that I'm sitting up straight will make me not have so much pain in my back, right? So we'll see how it goes throughout the stream. My back sucks today because I decided to tip over a whole load of a pallet of stuff in the rain at work today and had to pick it all up, and that kind of didn't do my back any good at all. I was taking a pallet of stuff off a lorry, and it decided the whole pallet was just going to tip over everywhere, go all over the floor. So that was great. That happened. So yeah, it's been one of those days, right? But hopefully it's going to get better, and we are going to catch a shiny. Let me quickly say hello to chat. We have got James and Andrew and Yorkley and Todd, Ryan, Hamza, Darth Shandius, the stream boss in the house, and we've got Thaddeus, Jay, Calvin, Lisa, Ryan, Jeff's here, Calvin's here, and Christian's here. What's up, people? I hope you're doing good. We're going to jump into the game. And we're going to see how this chair treats me. The only thing so far is the armrests are like not very soft. Like they're quite. So hopefully they don't like cut off the circulation to my arms or anything, right? But it's so weird buying a chair. It's a really strange thing to buy, right? Because like until you sit in it for like hours at a time, it doesn't really. You don't know what it's going to be like, right? You can sit in it for like 5 seconds, like I did that one. I sat in that one and went, oh my god, this is the best chair ever. And then I sat in it for like an hour and I was like, shit, my back hurts. So hopefully, as you can see, I'm at the final. Where am I going? I'm at the final part of the game here. I've just got Leon to fight now. I've fought all the others. I'm just down to Leon. I was going to do it last night, but I decided to fall asleep playing my Switch, right? Laura was going to bed, and I don't obviously stream on a Wednesday, so she was like, you coming to bed? And I was like, I'll come to bed, but I'm going to bring my Switch, and I'm going to try and finish the game. And next thing I knew, it was 8:30 a.m. I was still laying like this, where I'd been playing the Switch, like laying down, you know? And I was still like half sat up on the pillows, laying down. And I still had my glasses on, and my Switch was like half underneath me somehow. I'd legit fallen asleep in the middle of a battle against Raihan, and I like turned my Switch had gone into sleep mode. I turned it back on, and I was still in the middle of a battle, and I was like, what happened? How did I fall asleep? But I did. Can't call a flying. Oh, I need to go outside. Can I get outside? Can I leave and come back? I can leave. Want to watch me beat him the first time anyway? I don't know if I'm going to do it on stream because a lot of people didn't want to see it, right? We're hunting for Shiny Wooloo. Is it good as the Ice Cream Man's hands? What? Ice Cream Man's hands? I'm confused, bro. I'm confused. Anyway, now I can fly back, right? Can I fly back now? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. We're going back to Route 1. We're going to find that Shiny Wooloo tonight, right? That is the plan. Let me move this microphone a little bit closer. Man, where's your voice? Oh, that guy. Yeah, right. Yeah, no. Yeah, that guy's... Yeah, he was unusual, right? And I got G Fuel today. The A-Drive Master Shaker turned up. It's pink and purple like a Master Ball, right? And it comes with 7 sample sachets of G Fuel. And I'm now currently drinking the cotton candy one, which is pretty good. And my theory of having the bigger shaker and being able to put more water in it and hopefully it would dilute better, kind of held true. It's still a little bit powdery, but I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. Like, lots of people say it's not powdery, but it is. It is. Encounter number 971. It is still white, but it's okay. It's okay. And it is nighttime on Route 1. I've never seen that before. That doesn't normally happen. I always stream at nighttime, and it's always daytime, right? How strange. What's up, Trev? What's up, bro? Did you have a good birthday? Yeah, we had a good day, right? She came round. We made her a cake. I say we. Laura did most of it, right? Not very artistic. She made a cool as fuck unicorn cake. We went out. I took her out to get waffles. It's like her favourite thing ever. There's a, like, it's kind of like a dessert restaurant, I guess. And they sell really, really awesome waffles. Until you beat the game, the day-night cycle is locked on specific routes. Okay, so I haven't beat the game yet, but I got to the end. So maybe that did it, right? So she got a super tasty waffle, which was like, it was called a Chocoholic waffle, and it was a waffle with chocolate sauce, like milk chocolate sauce, white chocolate sauce, and it had like chocolate little flake, like the little curly flake things. Do you know what I mean? Well, I don't know what they're called, like chocolate curls maybe, all over it, and it's like really big, like about this big, and it's super tasty. And she loves it. So I took her there for some food. Came back, she opened some presents that I bought her. I gave her some money and that, because she's getting older now, right? She doesn't want toys and shit. She wants money. So yeah, chocolate shavings, right? I guess that's what they're called, right? And yeah, we had a good time. Did you have the encounter with the legendary? No, I didn't. No, I haven't encountered any legendaries yet. No, I haven't. I literally went to the final stadium. I battled the 3 people that you battled before you get to Leon. And then I have now left, right? Was it Laura's? No, it was my daughter's birthday. It was my daughter's birthday today, right? But I had to work today. And obviously I don't live with her anymore. So it was really weird. I didn't actually get to see her on her birthday for like the first time ever in her life. So it kind of sucked, right? But so I spent the evening and afternoon with her yesterday. We had a good time, so it was okay. But yeah, it still really sucked not seeing her today. I called her tonight. She went out. Today it was late night shopping in town. Like towards Christmas time here in the UK, like once a week, all the shops on a Thursday open up like till like 9 o'clock instead of closing at like 5:30 or whatever. So she went into town today on her birthday and she spent all her birthday money and stuff, you know. She seemed to have a good day. When I spoke to her, she was happy. She was in good spirits, so that made me feel a bit better about the fact that I hadn't seen her today. But yeah, I had to work, right? And if I still lived with her, I could have seen her like early this morning before she went to school, but that wasn't an option. So like I said, I spent time with her yesterday, so it was alright. It was just really, really fucking weird, and it was really depressing today to like know it was her birthday and I wasn't seeing her all day. But got over it, right? It'll be okay. It'll be okay. And like I say, after I spoke to her tonight, after she got back, and I called her for a bit and had a chat with her. She was in a really good mood and she was really happy, and she's telling me everything that she bought with her money and all that, you know. She bought herself some new Nike Air Maxes and some high-waisted jeans or something. She's like, I say, she's approaching being a teenage girl, right? So she's into all that sort of shit now. So yeah, she was really happy, so that made me feel better. So it was all okay. But yeah, it is what it is, right? And then yeah, then I had a terrible day at work anyway today. Like I say, like tipping pallets of shit over in the rain and having to pick it all up. I was already annoyed that I had to go and unload a lorry in the rain anyway. Like, that's never good. And then just to make it worse, I tipped a whole pallet all over the floor. It wasn't my fault, right? The pallet wasn't even meant for me. It wasn't even a pallet I was supposed to be unloading. But it had like shifted in transit. And a pallet of the stuff that was meant for me was holding up this other pallet, which was due to go to another store. So I got my pallet off, and this other pallet was like half like tipping, like on its side like that. And I took it off, and the driver was like, would you mind just like trying to get that pallet off and putting it flat where you took yours off so that it's safe when I drive? And I was like, yeah, no worries. Like, it happens a lot, you know, like you get used to it. Like, or like rearranging a load, because when you've taken your stuff out, you've got to rearrange it a little bit so the driver can go on to the next store, whatever. Pretty normal. But the way the pallet was at an angle, and you've got like the two holes to a pallet. Imagine there's a hole here and a hole here. And when it was shifted, the hole is down here and up here, but the forks are still straight. So like, it was going like that. Like, one fork from the forklift was going under the pallet and one was going over it. And I tried to pick it and it just kept tipping. So I tried to like lift it up with the fork on the other side and straighten it and then get my forks under it, but I couldn't get them. I got them like just over halfway under, and I thought I was good. I picked it up and it was kind of like a bit wobbly, but where it was a bit wobbly, I thought I had enough, so I like drove forward and backwards a little bit a couple of times, so that if it fell, it would land on the lorry still and it wouldn't tip, and I could maybe salvage it. And I went back and forward a little bit, back and forward a little bit, and it was like, it seemed okay. Like, I was like, it's okay, I can totally balance that out. So I like started reversing away from the trailer, and it was balancing. It was a little bit wobbly, but I was like, it's okay, I only need to go out like 4 foot before I can lower it down onto the floor, and it'll be fine, right? And then I can put my forks all the way under, and it'll be fine. And then I can put it back on the lorry in a more sensible place. And backing up, I got it clear of the trailer, but it's really hard to judge. The height of the trailer is right like at eye level. So you, like, the pallet is in front of your face. You can't see what's behind it. So I wasn't quite sure if I was clear of the trailer. So I went back a couple more inches just to make sure. And as I went back a couple more inches, there's like a metal drainage grate on the floor right behind me. And my back wheel of my forklift just bumped like fucking half an inch down into this fucking little metal grate thing. And as I did that, it was enough to tip the forks up a tiny bit. And the pallet, which was overhanging, just went like this off the front of the forks. And just went... And it just... everything went all over the floor. The wheels of the fucking lorry were like buried under the fucking... all the stock. And... yeah, it was a nightmare. So I like... I had to like... go to the job. I was like, dude, I got the pallet off that you wanted me to get off, but it's all over the floor now, and I need to restack it all to put it back on. So we had to restack it all, strap the whole pallet back together, and then I put it back on the lorry. All the shit was like damaged and stuff, and I was like, I'm sorry, dude, but I was like, that wasn't even I was trying to do you a favor by moving that. You could have left it if you wanted to. It was strapped down. It probably wasn't going to go anywhere. Like, trying to help, and now I've just caused myself a fucking headache, right? But it was okay, it was okay. We picked it up. I got the usual couple of people coming outside going, oh, what have you done? And then walking off and just not helping. And then one guy came out and started helping us as well. We stacked it all back up, banded it back onto a pallet, and fucking loaded it back on the lorry, and the guy was on his way, right? But yeah, it wasn't really how I planned it. Like I say, I was already annoyed that I had to go out into the rain anyway and unload this lorry. And then I ended up spending twice as long in the rain because I was picking shit up off the floor. But shit happens, right? Shit happens. It's okay. I'm over it now. I'm over it. It sucked though. It totally sucked. Another Wooloo. You can see I've still got my Pokemon I was using to fight. I forgot to put my Alph back in, right? Still got the Pokemon I was using to fight Raihan. Nightmare at my work. Indeed. What's up, Jay? How's it going, man? What's up, Sam? Hey, guys. Some depots are awful alone, like, yeah, right, like. The shit I was unloading isn't, like, easy shit to, like, fucking palletize or whatever. What's up, Bolraj? What's up? What's up? You got a pack of cards and someone had already opened them. That sucks. I guess there was nothing good in it. Someone had already opened it, right? I'm guessing the pulls probably sucked. Hey, Bushy, what's up, buddy? Someone opened a pack and returned it. Sure they didn't like open it in the shop and see that it had crap pulls and then pick a different pack? Do you feel lucky tonight? I hope so. Like I was just saying, I had an unlucky day. It was a shitty day. I didn't get to see my daughter on her birthday, so that fucking sucked. The code card was gone as well. That's crazy, bro. And then I had a shit day at work. Like, I always say I had a shit day at work, but today was an extra shit day at work. And, yeah, so I'm kind of hoping, Sam, that I get lucky, right? I'm hoping I get lucky. That would make my day. If I can get lucky and catch this shiny, that would definitely cheer me up. The other cool thing is, down there, look, where the little Pokemon sprites are in the bottom right of the screen, they've finally got the whole Gen 8 shiny animated sprites. So, like, Rookidee's done a little bounce now. It's not like just a picture of Rookidee. We got the animated sprites back that we used to have before, but there wasn't any Gen 8 ones until recently. Finally managed to find them. So yeah, we got animated sprites back on the stream too, which made me happy. You guys, it probably means nothing to you guys, but it makes me happy that Rookidee's done a little bounce and Wooloo's like shaking his hair and shit, right? At least I didn't take the rare. I mean, Lucario non-holo rare, I would have probably left it too, right? I wouldn't have taken it either. Let's hope Shiny Wooloo turns up. I really hope so. I really hope so. I'm taking it back to the store until I want to defect. Do you think they'll believe you though? I'd always like... I'd be like, you're taking the piss, bro. You opened that. Like, you're having a laugh, mate. You opened that and it got crap cards and now you're bringing it back. I'd feel like a bit of a dick. But yeah, if you genuinely bought an open pack of cards, by all means take it back, right? They can't prove that it wasn't open. $15 common cards in a pack and no code card. I've seen a few people open them on YouTube and stuff where they get like a weird pack. They're like, the packing machines obviously like got shit wrong and like the code cards in a weird place and like things are upside down and cards are flipped the wrong way around and shit. The pack was plastic, shrink wrapped and shit. Oh right, okay, fair enough. How the hell did someone open that? That is so random. We're nearly at 1,000 encounters, people. Nearly at 1,000 encounters for Wooloo. I said I was going to try and get it before. They're magic. They must be, right? I said I was going to get this one before 1,000, right? But now I'm not so sure. What's up, Ray? How's it going, bro? Tough time myself with anxiety symptoms. I'm here for a distraction. I'll distract you the best I can, bro. I know how that feels. And it ain't fun. So yeah, if I can help distract you from that, bro, that's amazing, right? What's up, Lucifer, man? How's it going? Yeah, I've had enough times fucking anxiety. And I used to have panic attacks a lot too, which is like the most horrible shit ever. So I know how you feel, bro. Having a pack that was inside a sealed tin, that was from what I could tell an error pack. Half the pack's from a different set, what the hell? That's random, man. It ain't fun. I've got doctors tomorrow morning, hoping full checkup will clear my mind. Yeah, right, yeah. I hope so too, bro. I hope so. Like I say, I know how it feels, man. It's not good at all. It's horrible. It's like the worst. But you'll be okay, man. You will be okay. Trust me, you'll be okay. What's up, Hero? How's it going, man? This chair is really like anti-slouch chair. Like, whether I sit like this, back against it, like the headrest is a bit far back in this position. Whether I sit back or whether I sit forward, like, it just is there. It's just right there on my back, like just being nice and stuff, right? It's just supporting. It's very supportive. It's nice to have somebody supportive in your life, right? It feels good. It feels good. Looks like the new one. It is the new one, man. It is the new one. It's like treatment for a concussion. That's not cool, man. What happened, bro? I hope you're okay. The new chair is here. Look, I'll give you a little guided. You can only see some of it. Guided tour of the new chair. The back of it, front of it, and it spins and shit. Look, spins, and it's all mesh, and it's got like. You can kind of see it in the back here. There's like a supportive bit behind the mesh there, which is really good. It's got the sliding. Ah! Destroying the place. It's I do, man. I definitely do. She's very supportive. Like, I haven't sat in it for a long period of time yet, but already it feels like it's helping my back already, right? Like, it just doesn't allow me to slouch in it. Like, you just can't. Don't break it, you've only had it. This is the first time I've really sat. I sat in it for a few minutes, right? But I didn't stream yesterday, and I was with my daughter, so I didn't really sit in the chair. So this is my first time actually sitting in it. But yeah, it's got the sliding seat that I wanted because my legs are really short. So like chairs like dig into the back of my legs normally because my legs ain't long enough. But with this, I can slide the seat back and it makes it so my feet just go onto the ground and it just feels good. So thank you guys, everybody who helped donate towards getting the new chair. We got it. It finally arrived. UPS delivered it. I was a bit worried when it turned up, to be honest, because when it got here, like a part of the chair was sticking through the box. Like there was a hole in the box and part of the chair was poking through the box. And I was like, that's because it's been on a UPS van and off 25 times, right? And I was like, I hope everything's still in it and I hope it's not damaged. But luckily it was okay. It was absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But yeah, I feel like it is genuinely gonna. It's making me sit properly, right? And I need something to force me to do that. Otherwise, I'm never gonna do it. I'm never gonna have a good posture through choice, right? This doesn't give me a choice. I can't. If I try and like slouch in it, it's just like it basically just goes, "Fuck you, dude. Don't sit like that." And it's just not comfortable, right? But sitting like this, it's just like I say, it's just there. It's just on my back the whole time, right? I'm listening right now. I can't watch so I end up puking. What was you saying? You at work? They were raising a beam and you fell 30 feet. Holy fuck, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, man. Like Rare says, you rest up, bro. I'm glad you didn't get any. Did you get away with? I say just a concussion. Concussion's not cool, right? But you got away without breaking any bones or anything like that, dude. You kind of got lucky, right? I know you probably don't feel lucky right now. You probably feel absolutely awful. But 30-foot drop, that could have ended up way worse, bro. So yeah, I'm glad you didn't like break your neck or something, dude. But yeah, take it easy, bro. You'll be okay. So I message you tomorrow now. I'm just about the coins. Oh, you're talking about to Rare. Like, I was like, what? Coins? Found a Shiny Wooloo this morning after 500 encounters. My first encounter of the day, but I accidentally attacked it. Oh no, bro. You managed to reset? Yeah, if you've just saved, it's okay, right? You got lucky, man. You got lucky. Take it easy, Rare, man. I'll catch you soon, bro. I will catch you soon. Flipbug, we're not interested in you. Wooloo's one of your favourite shinies. It's a cool shiny, right? Like flips the colours. Like the white becomes black and the black becomes white. I love it. It's a cool shiny, right? That definitely wasn't a sheep, right? Definitely wasn't a sheep. Just a concussion. I fell off scaffolding at a shipyard. Lucky I didn't hit the sharp scrap metal. Holy fuck, dude. Yeah, you sound like you got away with it. Sounds like you got away with it, man. That's a long drop as well, right? 30 feet. I won't want to fall 30 feet onto pillows. I don't know onto anything else. I thought I had a bad day at work today. I guess my day tipping pallets all over the floor isn't so bad as falling 30 feet, right? No way, Jay, really? It does sound like he's lucky, right, hero? Definitely sounds like he's lucky. Kill the Wooloo, Grimmsnarl. I believe you can do it. I think you got enough power, Grimmsnarl. Yeah, that's scary, bro. I'm glad you're okay, man. 997. We're getting really close to the 1,000 that I didn't want to hit, right? This cotton candy G Fuel is good, by the way. It's actually really good. Really good. And that A-Drive shaker is cool as fuck because it looks like a Master Ball. How can I complain about that? I'm glad it took ages to get here from the US, right? But it made it. It made it. Number 998. I wish I was that lucky, Jack. I say I wish I was that lucky, but you did go 11k encounters for Rookidee, right? So maybe that's not so lucky. I'm a G Fuel fan now. Like, my issue with G Fuel was that it's really powdery, right? I bought this because it looks like a Master Ball. It's the Master Shaker by A-Drive. And I watched A-Drive stream, and it was like a way to kind of try and support him a bit and get a cool shaker out of it. And it's a bigger shaker than the normal G Fuel shaker is about this big, right? So my theory was, like, I tried mixing with less G Fuel, right, to see if it wouldn't be so powdery. And because that was my only issue with G Fuel, it doesn't dissolve the way Sneak does, right? I wanted the shaker anyway, but I was like, if I put less G Fuel in it, that's number 1,000 and it ain't shiny, so we're definitely going over 1,000, people. If I put less G Fuel in, then allow me to finish this sentence eventually, guys. I'll get there, right? I'll get there. If I put less G Fuel in to the amount of water, right, it probably would dissolve better because there's more water to powder ratio. So I tried that in a smaller shaker, and it was less powdery, right? However, I wasn't then getting the full serving of caffeine that I wanted. So my theory was, normal serving of G Fuel in a bigger shaker will allow there to be more water compared to powder. We'll still get the same amount of caffeine from the same amount of powder, and it won't be so powdery. And so I ordered that. It was I wanted the shaker more than anything, right? So and it came with like 7 sample sachets. One of them is peach iced tea, which I do not want to drink. We drank that before on a stream, I think, and it was horrible. Don't start, Jerry. I know what you're going to say. But yeah, they actually sent me 7 samples of G Fuel, and they were all, apart from the peach iced tea, I've never had any of them before, so they were all new flavours. We've got the cotton candy one in there right now, and it's tasty. Like, G Fuel, I've always said G Fuel, I'll keep that one for you, Jay. I don't fucking want it. I've always said the flavour of G Fuel is good, and the effects of G Fuel are good, but I didn't like that it was powdery. But having a slightly bigger shaker and being able to put more water in it, I haven't got much left. I've nearly finished it now, but it's good. And I got the cool pink and purple Master Shaker, so peach tea was actually good. I hate that. I hate the idea. I'm not going into it too much because we've spoken about it way too much lately, but the idea of cold tea is just wrong for me. Dizosaurus, you going 14k for this hunt? I goddamn hope I'm not. I hope I'm not. I mean, I might, but I really hope I'm not. Yeah, my only issue right now with this chair is the armrests are a bit firm. Whether that's like a posture thing too, I'm not sure. But I can feel it rubbing on my arms, right? Maybe it will soften up after I've used it for a little while. I don't know, but that's my only complaint so far. It's really supporting my back. Like, we're only like 40 minutes into a stream, and normally I'm thinking, damn, I need to get up in a minute. Or I need to adjust my position. But right now, it's just gently hugging my spine and keeping me comfortable. So yeah, thank you people. Everyone who donated to help for the chair. Hopefully it's really going to help. Hopefully. But no, I ain't about that peach tea. But we got all flavours that I hadn't had before, right? Let's examine them. Let's examine them. Rookidee, get out of my face. We got the black on blackberry, which is the Dr. Disrespect flavour, right? Then we got green apple, which I haven't had before. We got battle juice, which I haven't had before, which I think is pineapple or something. Raging gummy fish, which I haven't had before. Hype sauce, which a lot of people hype. I haven't had it before. I don't know what flavour it is, but a lot of people talk about it. And the peach iced tea, which I definitely don't want to drink ever. And the cotton candy, and that's what I've been drinking now. Cotton candies are actually good. It is actually good. So I'm out of work for 3 months because they have to make sure I don't have hairline fat. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, don't be rushing back to work, bro. You need to rest, bro. You can't be rushing back to work after that shit. Just need a goat to eat the old chair. Yeah, the old chair is sitting behind me there. Look. You can see it in the background. Because I've got nowhere to put it right now. I don't want to... It's still an okay chair, right? Like, if like Link comes around or something and we need 2 chairs, like, it'll be really useful. But this apartment is so tiny. There's literally nowhere to put it at all. So, I don't really want to have to keep it there the whole time. Because it's just kind of in the way, but... hopefully we can figure out somewhere to put it where if somebody comes over and we want 2 chairs, it'll be there, but it won't always be right in my face. But there really is nowhere, because like the apartment is one big room. Wherever I put it, it's going to be right in my face. I still have animations turned on for attacks too, which is kind of annoying. Someone asked me if I finished the game now, Hero. I have gone to the final stadium. I have beaten like semi-finals and all that stuff, and I'm literally now at the point where I'm gonna fight Leon. I'm gonna fight Leon, and I guess that's getting close to the end of the game. I'm guessing the whole legendary thing happens at some point. I don't know what happens. Yeah, right. I know there's obviously legendary is going to get involved somehow, right? I don't know what happens yet. I haven't done it yet, but that's where I'm up to. So I haven't finished it, but I'm getting really close. Now to the post. So you're in post game on both games now. I haven't even. I bought Sword obviously. I haven't even put it into my Switch yet. It's more there, so eventually I can shiny hunt the Sword exclusives, right? And I ain't in no rush to do that. I can't be in a rush to do that, because I can only shiny hunt one thing at a time, right? Jing, 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 jing. Where the Wooloo's at? Where the Wooloo's at? Yeah, I haven't even played Sword at all yet. I bought it and it's just still sitting there. I haven't even taken it out of the box. Unless I get a second Switch, yeah. If I had a second dockable Switch, then and a second capture card, we could do double hunts. So that would confuse the shit out of me, right? That would seriously confuse the shit out of me. I don't think I could do 2 hunts at once. I'd have to get Laura to control the other one, right? I'm right at the bottom. Not very powdery, right? Could be at 2,000 encounters instead of 1. Yeah, right. New donation goal? Yes, there is, Jay. Absolutely. It's the monthly internet bill donation goal. Is up in the top left of your screen right now. We do that one every month, right? And so far, for like the last year, you guys have paid for my internet, right? We upgraded the internet because my old internet sucked. So I got new internet to stream with, and it's really expensive. So you guys have been kindly helping me pay for that every month. And like I say, every month for the last probably like year now, you guys have been really awesome and paid the internet bill for me with donations. So yeah, if you want to help support this month's internet bill, go to the Streamlabs link as usual. And you can help out, right? You can help out. You met another goal to get a second Switch. Want to watch the double hunts? That'd be a really expensive goal, right? It's like, I'd have to get an actual Switch, which is another £280. And then I'd need another capture card, which I think my capture card was £160. And I don't know if my motherboard has a spare slot for an extra capture card, PCI one. So that might mean a new motherboard. It's probably going to be like at least £500. And then I probably wouldn't be able to double hunt anyway, because I'd be too stupid. Like, I couldn't control 2 games at once. I'd get so confused. I feel like it would end up slower than having one Switch, because I'd be getting so confused between the 2 switches, right? I think after Christmas I might get the Switch Lite just to be selfish and have my own Switch Lite I can play. And then when Animal Crossing comes out, Laura doesn't have to steal my big Switch. What's up, Mewtwo? How's it going, bro? You love your Switch Lite? Yeah, right. Playing handheld on the normal Switch isn't very comfortable for me. With the 3D printed grip that Cat made for me, it is better, but it's still like really bulky and shit. Takes work and play it during lunch. Yeah. We get to eat. I don't forget to eat now because Laura makes my lunch every day. If I don't eat it, she'll be like, I put all that effort in, he didn't even eat it. You got 6-8-20 now, Mewtwo? Oh man. You have passed me up by about 20 odd encounters, right? For the shiny Rookidee. Oh, I feel for you, dude. That ain't fun, man. That ain't fun. Yeah, 11,003 is actually ridiculous. I hope nobody ever has to pass that ever. You're not a Wooloo. 11,000 encounters for shiny. Ugh. That's rough, dude. There's the Wooloo I was going for originally. Do 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 do. Wooloo! It's weird in the dark. The Wooloo looks a different colour in the dark. I've never seen nighttime on Route 1 before. So like, It's freaking me out every time I click on one. 'Cause I'm like, that ain't a shiny, but that ain't a normal colour either. 4,000 for your Zigzagoon, still nothing, but 2 full-odd Stunkies. What? That's okay, man. At least you got something, right? At least you got some shinies, bro. $1,020 encounters. We gotta get it earlier than the last one, right? We have to. Those encounters are coming through thick and fast though today. It's okay. If it keeps going like that. And yeah, well, as soon as we get this, the next shiny hunt is Impidimp, Masuda Method Impidimp. Because I love this Grimmsnarl, but I'd love a shiny one even better, right? I want to get properly into post-game and get that IV checker and everything so I can see the IVs and stuff. Before I start breeding though. Try and breed me up a nice little Grimmsnarl. Shiny Grimmsnarl. Such a cool Pokemon, man. And that dark fairy typing is just sweet. Still being trolled by a million Rookidees on Route 1. But at least there's a Wooloo sprinkled in. You got both legendaries now. Nice, dude. Have you traded one across? Did you trade it across back to your main one? That's the other advantage of 2 switches, right? Trading with yourself. Going all the way to 100, yeah, right. Which do you prefer? I'm talking to Jay. I think the sword one looks cooler. I haven't got either of them yet though, so I don't really know which one's better, but looks wise, I think the sword one looks cooler, just with that sword in its mouth. But I got Shield first just because of the exclusives, right? Kill it, Grimmsnarl. Kill it good. I feel like I should get my Meowth out to kill these with, though. Might as well be making a little bit of money when I kill them, right? Where are you, little kitty cat? I can never find it. Not in that box. There it is, there it is. Swap with Grimmsnarl for a minute, bro. Does it have HP? Yes, it does. Yeah, Shield had the exclusive I wanted to, right? I ended up with both, but... What's up, Cthulhu, man? What's up? La 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 la. Do I have PP? Yeah, I do. Make some money, boys! How much money do I actually have? Nearly 500,000 now, yeah. Finally getting some money. Ah, I didn't mean to press the boost button. They're too unwieldy around here. Oh, nick it. What do you have to be there for? Yeah, I was always going with whichever one had the Galarian Ponyta first. There was, as soon as I saw it, there was no doubt about it. Whichever game that was in, I was buying that game. Shield and Bobby said he was getting sword in the beginning. Most of my friends said they want sword also, then everyone gets shield. I'm glad you love sword. Yeah, they're both going to be great, right? They're both going to be great. You got both now anyway. I got both, you got both. It's all good. It don't matter, right? I'm sure you have fun with either. Oh no, I keep yawning again. Yeah, the only one you can't get is... Yeah, right. I mean, if I end up doing several playthroughs, I'll end up with extra legendaries anyway, so... Maybe we can hook a few people up, right? Over time, if people are desperate for the other legendaries still. Oh, God. Wake up, Banproof, wake up. Dibs on the extra legendary. We'll probably do a giveaway or something. Like, I'd let it be picked at random, do you know what I mean? To make it fair. I finished my G Fuel, bro. Yes, I did. And it wasn't powdery in the bottom due to the extra water, so I'm okay with that. Practical car driving test in 2 hours. Good luck, bro. I hope it goes well, Nando. I hope it goes well. I'm sure you'll do just fine, Nando. Just gotta try and relax, right? I like the way Zacian looks too, man. Yeah, me too. I prefer the look of Zacian. So many squirrels. When you accidentally run into a Pokemon and it's the one you wanted. It's okay. Do. Does Amazon fit your playstyle better? I mean, in proper competitive, you can't use them anyway, right? So, remove your favorite move from the TM list. Lots of moves were removed, right? Which move was that, Jay? Toxic, okay. I think it's kind of good that they're kind of like forcing people to use different Pokemon and forcing people to use different moves. I think it's pretty cool. Get a foreign Zaki and a Zamazenta, right? Yeah, it won't do much for you, but it'd be kind of cool, right? It'd be kind of cool to have. Oh, can't stop yawning. What the hell is going on? I slept so much last night as well after falling asleep on top of my Switch. Don't know why I'm so sleepy. I'm at 1040. Still can't figure out the best way to sit on this chair. It just feels so different, right? Like, there's a random beard hair or something, and it's tickling my nose, and it's really annoying me, but I can't find it. Like, super annoying though. Sit on it the right way. I don't know what is the right way. Definitely feels better on my back though. Definitely. Stay with recliners. I mean, I can recline with this. Like, it goes. Like, we can do a chill. We can do a chill recline stream if you want. If you want to watch me laying back and chilling. Do that, right? It seems not that comfortable though. There is like a sweet spot somewhere though. Right? This is a kind of chilled, laid back, semi-laid back sweet spot. But wherever, even laid back, like, still feels good. Like, still supports my back, even laid back. And this doesn't just go back. Like, my other chair, if you leant back, it would just go back, right? This one doesn't. Like, you have to actually adjust it to make it go back. I turned animations on, yeah I did. That's what Payday looks like. I turned animations on when I was playing the actual game last night. And I forgot to turn them off again. But now I don't want to turn them off. I don't want to forget to turn it back on when I go and finish the game. So I'm going to leave it on for now. We're not killing every single Wooloo now, so it's not really that much of a big deal, right? Still no Rookidee, Sam? You still looking for one? Definitely feels better when it's up more straight. There we go. That now feels weird. Now I moved it and moved it back. It feels like odd. Is there a in-between point? It's okay. I'll get used to it again. Do you know how many encounters you're on? It's good, Mewtwo. It's good. This is my first time actually sitting in it for an extended period of time, but as soon as I sat in it, I knew it just forces you to sit up straight, right? And whether I sit forward a bit or whether I kind of sit up more, it just supports me like wherever I go. So I feel like it's definitely going to be better long term. I don't think it's going to, like, I don't think it's going to fix my back in the first stream, right? But over time, hopefully it will help. Because that other chair was definitely making it worse. But can it do what, Sam? I wouldn't know a PewDiePie meme. I wouldn't know that meme. That went straight over my head, bro. I know who PewDiePie is, and I've seen a couple of videos, maybe. You ain't 9-year-old, probably. There's a yellow or a not Rookidee, it's a Wooloo. Did I vote today? I didn't, man. I just moved address recently, and I fucking didn't set it all up. I hadn't registered properly or something, like. I did think it would be funny to have the election results up in the background though. Right, so we can do this if you want to. Nope, not that one, not that one. This one. If you want to keep an eye on the UK election results while we're playing Pokemon, there you go. Labour Party has 9 seats. Conservative Party has 2 seats. The counts are coming in real slow, right? But I did put it up, so if the subject came up, we could keep an eye on it, right? The fact you're just as clear as I am, this is why I'm still watching, yeah, right? I don't even think about that. What's up, Dean? Still no Luke? Luke? Who's Luke? What's up, Nate? What's up, Craig? Hey, man. Full results not till 2 AM. I mean, it's 1 AM now. There won't be full results until probably 5, 6 AM in the morning, right? I doubt there'll be full results by 2 AM. It takes way longer than that, right? Yeah, it's a general election today in the UK, Jay. It's always the way, right, Craig? It's always the way. Wooloo! Yeah, neither of the candidates really appeal to me. No, I didn't, Calvin. I hadn't registered my new address, so I couldn't vote. However, the fact that I work so late and I'm terrible at waking up in the morning, I probably, even if I did register, I probably wouldn't have got around to it anyway, right? Tongue of politics, people always disagree, right? But I don't know why it's such a big deal. Didn't vote, dislike both of them. Yeah, I didn't, like I say, I didn't, I registered on the electoral roll, but I don't think I did it soon enough to, I never had the card come through to vote. I didn't really Like I say, there wasn't one guy where I was like, I really want this guy to be in charge, you know. But see what happens. I mean, nothing changes anyway, right? I'm 33 years old. There's been however many governments in my lifetime, and never really made a difference, right? So, really never made a difference to me. But for Banproof, I don't want that job, bro. That's too much. I'm way too lazy for that. I don't need that in my life. Running a country? I can barely run the kitchen without making it like a terrible mess, bro. And that's the home kitchen, let alone a fucking like kitchen at a restaurant. I don't need to do that. Way too stressful, bro. Way too stressful. What's up, Jorge? I think it's a huge joke. You're voting for parties to win. If you think the head, no one has much to say, right? Even if the party has a majority, some of them disagree on things anyway, and then they don't. You know, when it comes to actually making a decision, like sometimes people within the same party disagree on shit. You know, like it's weird. I don't even understand a lot of how it works. Yeah, selling off the NHS, I don't want that to happen. But see what happens. Fascism is now in England. In what way? What's up, Bubba? How's it going? He's lazy, does 6, 7. Yeah, that involves sitting in my chair, bro. I didn't have to do anything. I just sat here playing Pokemon. That's fine. Working sucks. Yes, it does, Bubba. It definitely does. That's a different kind of lazy. Sitting here playing Pokemon. I can do that. I could be committed to something, but I'm lazy. Right? They're two different things. I don't have the shiny charm yet, Bubba, no. I do not have the shiny charm. I'll be honest with you, I couldn't even give you a definition of fascism if I had to. What is a definition of fascism? Okay, that's a long definition. Can I have a like short definition? Form a government that is a type of one-party dictatorship. Fascists are against democracy. Fascism puts nation and often race above the individual. Centralized government headed by a dictator. I mean, they're all for what suits them and their friends at the end of the day, right? That would go as far as fascism. I mean, how is that the case when you got different people in Parliament that all have to vote for something, right? I don't understand it enough. I have no idea. But, like, basically the Prime Minister doesn't decide shit, right? There's only very few things that they can actually make a decision on, right? It's not like in the US where the Prime Minister can just sign an executive order or whatever the fuck it's called and do whatever he wants. Right? I don't know. I don't understand it at all and I couldn't give a fuck about it. I got far different things to worry about in my life than who's sitting in a fucking chair at fucking next to Big Ben. I can't remember what it's called. The Houses of Parliament. voting made a difference, they wouldn't let us do it. I mean, ultimately, money talks greater than anything, right? We have what Johnson said in the past about Muslim women look like post boxers and bank robbers. Disgusting, and now it's been. I don't think it's been normalised just because he's the Prime Minister. I think people say some fucked up shit. Some people are crazy. I wouldn't say it's been normalised. I wouldn't consider it normal at all. I wouldn't never make a comment like that ever. And majority of people that I speak to on a daily basis, like, wouldn't do that either. I think Boris Johnson and a lot of those people are out of touch with the real world, and they often say things that they think are funny and they're not. I don't think that's been normalised, and I don't think it ever will be, at least not in this country. The dude's straight up crazy, there's no doubt about it. That dude's fucking shot to bits, right? Look at him. You only have to look at the dude to realise he's fucking, like, absolutely crazy. Yeah, it doesn't inspire me with confidence at all to think that that dude could be in charge of the country. It doesn't inspire me with confidence to think that anyone could run a fucking country, to be quite honest. But, yeah, like, I don't know, trying too hard to be like Trump. I don't know, I think he was like Trump before Trump was even interested in politics, right? Boris has been crazy fucking person from day one. Way before fucking Boris Johnson got involved. Talking politics, I'll stay quiet. I don't like talking politics. I don't understand it enough to really comment on it, but I mean, there's an election going on right now. It's one of those things. It's going to come up, right? It's going to come up. I'd rather think about Pokemon than who's running the country. Yeah, right? I'll be more worried about who's running Nintendo. That'd bother me more. If there was a vote for who's in charge of Nintendo, I'd be all over that shit. Have I seen a shiny Aegislash? I'm not sure. Google shiny Aegislash? I can certainly do that. I have that capability. I'm typing Google instead of typing shiny Aegislash. I was going to type Google shiny Aegislash. It's like a purple and white and... Wait, which one's... Is there two shinies? I'm seeing two different ones come up. There's a blue one and a purpley one. Are there two forms of shiny Aegislash, or is that its two different forms? Like, it has an attack and a defense form. Does it change? Is it the blue one? I think it's the blue one, right? The actual one? I don't know. When you Google shiny Pokemon, you get a load of like fan art, which is completely different, right? I don't think it'll be fucked. I don't think it'll be fucked. I think we'll be okay. Like, honestly, whoever sits in that fucking seat, not that much is gonna change, right? On a day-to-day basis, nothing's gonna fucking change. Like, there's a lot of talk about, oh, if this happens, this will happen, this will happen. My daily existence will probably not change at all. But yeah, I know nothing about it. Nothing about it. Probably best, yeah. And then it doesn't affect me, right? I find if you don't know anything about it, it doesn't affect you at all. Nothing changes. I mean, I agree with that, Craig. And I also agree that letting average people decide whether you should be part of the European Union or not was a stupid fucking idea. Like, when the top experts in the world couldn't understand what would happen if we left the EU, asking me to choose, it's fucking stupid, right? You hope I voted? I did not vote. I did not vote. I didn't register in my new address and I could not vote. And as I just said, even if I could have voted, I worked late. And me waking up early to do something before work, it doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. I couldn't give a flying fuck. Time to get on my G-Max Pokemon, back to my main save. And there's nothing worse than people hating because you don't vote. I don't care. I don't care. Why would I vote if I don't care? Why vote on something I don't even understand? All I'll be doing was going, I think Boris Johnson seems like a bit of a fucking weirdo, and the only other choice is Jeremy Corbyn, so I guess I'll vote for him. That would literally be my decision making process. Leave me out of it. I don't know. I don't understand it. Right? What's the point if I don't understand it? I'm not going to waste hours and hours studying manifestos and shit to make an informed decision on who I vote for. Catch you later, Jay, man. Take it easy. Chose my bed over giving a shit. Me too. Catch you later, Mewtwo. I'm sorry, Jay. Take it easy, dude. You have a right to vote, and you also have a right not to vote. You absolutely do. You absolutely do. And I took my right. Like I say, I did register because I would, if I had been awake, I would have gone and voted just for the sake of doing it. So feeling like an adult for 10 minutes, right? I registered on the electoral roll when I moved, and I don't know if I had to do something else. I didn't really look into it that much. I know that you have to be on the electoral roll to be able to vote, so I registered for the electoral roll. I don't know whether I didn't do it soon enough or whether I should have done something else, but you normally get a little polling card come through, right? That didn't happen this time. You want to witness that black sheep? Yeah, stick around, bro, because it's happening tonight, right? It's happening tonight. That much of the NHS, yeah, I don't want the NHS to go away anytime soon, that's for sure. Some card. What was that? Bulbasaur attacks. Dono from Dexter. Finally got Shiny Rookidee at 5001. Congratulations, dude. Congratulations. And if that's how you want to celebrate it with a super chat, thank you, bro. Thank you. Give me some Dono hype in the chat. That takes Darth Shandy. It's down to 10 HP. Thank you, bro. I appreciate the support. And congratulations on the Shiny. Shiny Rookidee, finally. That doesn't reassure me that I'm going to get the Wooloo any quicker, though. The fact that you're going to 5,000... Right? Enjoy it, bro, though. That Shiny, once it becomes a Corviknight, it's so cool. It's so cool. thank you for the support, bro. I hope I don't have to go to 5,000. I've done my share of super long. I did the Rookidee. It took me 6,000. Don't want to go again. Better get yours at 69.69. I know the method is bad. It's fine. I enjoy it, bro. I enjoy it. Not always bad. You can still get it after 2. Still get it after 2. Masuda is boring. Doing it the hard way to get the shiny without the shiny charm, yeah. Yeah. Even with the shiny charm. Even with the shiny charm, it's still a hard way, right? But I prefer it. I find it more enjoyable. And if it's a common enough Pokemon like Wooloo, I will do it like this, even if it takes me longer. For other Pokemon that aren't so common, I'll definitely do Masuda. For Impidimp, I'm going to do Masuda. I did see Reverse was trying to get Feebas by fishing. Has a 1% spawn rate? Holy shit. Yeah, see, I wouldn't do a 1% spawn rate Pokemon that way. No way. Ravens, Jets? Ravens, bro. All day. Impidimp is next, yeah, and I'm going to do Masuda for Impidimp. I will Masuda for Impidimp. I'm not going to Wild Hunt it. The next thing I'm going to do is try and... next thing I'm going to try and do is Masuda myself a half-decent competitive team, which is shiny. That's my plan, if I can. I know it's, like, not that easy to do, but I want to try and get 6 shiny Pokemon that are actually kind of useful, that I could at least play a little bit of PvP with, right? Have an all shiny team. I haven't decided who's going to be in it yet, but I know that Grimmsnarl will be in it. So that's going to be the next one. I haven't decided who else I'm going to have. Probably a Mimikyu. But yeah. I will decide on a team of 6, and I'm going to shiny hunt those 6 next. So then we have a shiny competitive team. It's not going to be the most competitive because it's going to be a mission to EV train them and stuff. But yeah, I'll have 6 Pokemon that are actually feasible. Maybe the word I should use. Lucario's in the wild area. It was in the wild area. I caught a wild one the other day. That is pretty savage, bro. It's probably hot in Chicago, right? I'm sure I would have smelt too if you met me. Corviknight is good enough. Yeah, I don't like it though. I love how it looks, but I don't like it to battle with. I just don't. I don't want it in my team. I wanted a shiny Corviknight because it, like, Corviknight looked cool as fuck. I don't want it, right? Yeah, no, I've got a decent Ditto from Jay that I can use. So I can pass on at least 2 IVs, right? And we'll go from there. Yeah, we'll EV train and IV train them a bit. I don't know how far I'll go into it, how far I can be bothered. Iron defense and body press. Is that what I should get on it? Does it learn that at higher levels, or did you TM those? Like I've always said, I've never been massively into competitive before, so I'm no expert on that stuff. I am not the person to ask for advice on that. I'm not the person to say I know what I'm talking about. I have no idea. No idea. So I've learned a lot about it. I've been reading a lot about it. Right now, I don't know which Pokemon are good, which moves are necessarily good. I've been learning a lot about the teams that people are using that are popular in Sword and Shield at the moment. So yeah, I'm starting to know a lot more about it, but I haven't actually played yet. I want to get a half decent team before I play. If I get 6 IV1s, I'll give you one. Nice, bro. You're my go-to guy when it comes to Poke Info. When it comes to competitive battling, I don't know enough. I'm learning, right? I'm willing to learn, and it will come to a point where I know a lot more about it. But as I've said, I've never been a competitive Pokemon player. I've played with friends a lot, and it's always been about the collecting the Pokemon for me and stuff like that. You know, I've never been massively into having the most perfect Pokemon for the situation and playing like serious competitive. But I will learn and I will know a lot more in the near future. As always, if I don't know something, I'll be honest with you, alright? I'll be absolutely honest with you. And I will tell you, I don't know. I'm not going to pretend I know everything about it because I don't. And I'll only make myself look like an idiot in the future. TR for body press, and he learns Iron Defense, but trust me, Corviknight is a great counter to Excadrill, okay. And Excadrill is one of those pretty popular Pokemon, right? Yeah, I already have. In the stuff, like I say, I've been watching a lot of videos and reading a lot about the teams that people are using in Sword and Shield right now. I've been watching a lot of videos of competitive players and trying to learn more about the tactics and the synergies between different Pokemon and stuff. And yeah, I have seen a lot of Excadrill already. I didn't vote today's slots. No, I didn't. Is there 2 Wooloos there on top of each other? Or was that one really fat Wooloo? There was 2 Wooloos on top of each other. Vote Banproof. Don't vote Banproof. I would do a terrible job. Prankster on Grimmsnarl. What does Prankster do again? I know Trick Room is really popular. What does Prankster do? I don't know off the top of my head. I know it's popular. And I have definitely watched a video where they were explaining why you should have Prankster, but I've forgotten. My memory's bad. I have to see something like 10 times before it actually sinks into my brain and stays there. Prankster's priority status moves, so moves like Reflect. Oh no, always go for. Okay. Okay. So like Thunder Wave is because it paralyzes, right? If I'm understanding correctly. I want to learn, right? I want to learn. So any move that... So is it only a move that guarantees status effect, or could it be... I'm guessing it wouldn't be something where it has a chance to burn or a chance to paralyze. It has to be guaranteed. So like, would it work on, say, Sleep Powder? And does that work for other Pokemon too? So say I was playing, I had Butterfree and Grimmsnarl as my active Pokemon. Obviously playing doubles. Would that ability allow me to use, say, Sleep Powder on Butterfree and guarantee it goes first? Does it work like that? Am I understanding it correctly? Let the Wooloos hump. No! You gotta get rid of all the Wooloos until we find a shiny one. They need to breed a black one for me. What's up, Scream Man? Yeah, I'm still at it, bro. I'm still at it. I don't stop until I get it, right? I mean, I'll stop when I have to go to sleep and go to work and shit, but we'll still be going. We won't stop going for this Wooloo until I find one. The proof is in that 6,797 number at the bottom of the screen there. I ain't giving up on a shiny. Yeah, and Taunt stops Trick Room users and Sword Dance users, etc. Grimmsnarl has bad speed. Yeah, it does, right? That's why I have been using Sucker Punch on it. Because I've found quite a few situations just playing through the game. I haven't been... that's probably not viable in competitive at all. But because it's got low speed, I have been using Butterfree to get Tailwind up, which helps. And also I have been using Sucker Punch. There's been quite it doesn't do a lot of damage, but there's been quite a few times where I'm up against a Pokemon that's got quite a small amount of HP left, and I know if I can hit it first, I can finish it. So Sucker Punch, that's why I have Sucker Punch on my Grimmsnarl, because so long as they're attacking, it gives you guaranteed go first, right? So that was my solution to the problem in the really easy battles that you do throughout the story, right? But I say that's probably not viable in competitive play at all, but I'm starting to understand all that stuff, man. I'm definitely starting to understand it. Same here on your Riolu, 765 hatches. Don't give up until you get it, bro. You're at 8k for Rookidee. Jay went to 11k for Rookidee. Not unheard of, bro. It's not unheard of. It's gonna happen. Sucker Punch is a must as well. My set is Taunt, Sucker Punch, Reflect, and Play Rough. You surprised how many one-hit KOs I have had with Sucker Punch? Really? I guess if you've got type effectiveness. I've been using it without, you know, without super effectiveness. In most of the battles I've been using it in, just as a way to kind of get that first hit in and finish a Pokemon off. But yeah, I guess with type advantage, you probably can do a lot more damage with it, right? Yeah, currently I've got Play Rough and Draining Kiss. Is it Draining Kiss? It is Draining. This is what it's called, right? I've got Play Rough, Draining Kiss, Dark Pulse maybe, and Sucker Punch. They're all like offensive moves. And yeah, like things like Taunt, I still never really got to the point where I've kind of understood how to use it. I'm guessing it's much more useful in like doubles and stuff, right? When you're playing doubles. Yeah, it does serious damage, right, Sam? Serious damage. That's what I loved. As soon as I got it, and I used I used Play Rough with type advantage against the Dragon type Pokemon, against Raihan, with Stab and super effectiveness, and I was like, damn, Grimmsnarl, son, damn, like wreck that Pokemon. What's up, 420 man? It's Friday 13th. It is now. It is here in the UK by an hour and 40 minutes. It is. It is definitely Friday the 13th now. Don't know shit about competitive play. Yeah, me neither, really. Me neither. I'm trying to learn, right? I'm trying to learn more. Never been a focus in a Pokemon game for me, but I do want to learn. And when I started looking into doubles and watching some matches, and I was like, okay, this is way better. Like, this looks way cooler and way more fun than I ever thought it would be, right? Need one more Pokemon to complete the Dex and more while. Time zones, absolutely, Sam. Time zones, bro. If I had a more wild 420, I would trade it to you right now. Unfortunately, I don't. Number 1100 is the next spawn. There we go. That's number 1100. Looks like Jay might want to hook you up. Got up to 399 today. Been a long grind. 840 in Colombia. Yeah, right. Right. It's been over an hour. It's been an hour and 40 minutes, and my back doesn't feel really, really bad. All right. However, for the sake of trying to keep it that way, I'm going to go and stand up for a minute. I really need to piss. I drank all my G Fuel, so I'm going to grab a Monster, which I think I left in my bag, so it's not in the fridge, which kind of sucks. Super quickly, it's great to stop sneaky players using stuff like Sleeping Powder, Thunderwave, Will-O-Wisp, etc. And that's without talking about stopping status boosting moves. So does it stop them by being able to use status moves? I thought that Taunt just made them hit you. Like I don't really understand exactly how it works. Give me 2 minutes, people. I'll be right back. You can look at my pretty new chair while I'm gone. And 2 or 3 minutes, I'll be right back. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. It might have been me. Took you 32 hours. It took me 70 hours, man. It took me 70 hours. Am I the secret mod? I might be the secret mod. I have been approving stuff if I can get to it before the other mods get to it, right? Let's keep going. 1099. I thought that was 1100. Did I forget to press it? That was 1100. I need to press it. There we go. I'm down, Christian. I'm down. If it takes another 6,000, I'll take another 6,000. It's okay. 90 plus hours? Yeah, right? Yeah. Hang in there, Sam. Hang in there. It'll come, bro. It'll come. Congrats on the chair. Thank you, Mustafa. It's great. It's way, way better on my back already. It feels weird to sit on. I'm sure I'll get more used to it. But it's definitely supporting my back. Like I say, after sitting here for an hour and 40 minutes before I got up, it definitely feels way more supportive on my back already. I just hope it lasts, because you can see it's kind of like plastic. Like, I don't know how much of like a metal framework. I would hope for the amount of money it costs. Like, it was nearly £200, right? I'd hope for the amount of money it costs, it would last a while. That's my only... And the armrests are a bit stiff, but I'm hoping they'll soften up. They're like kind of rubbery, foamy, but they're like quite hard. I'm hoping they'll soften up the more... Soften up the more I use it. It's making me sit upright way more. You can probably even see it on the stream. And it's definitely doing my back good already. I'm hoping over time, like, my back will slowly start to get a little bit better, right? Because a massive part of my back was sitting on that chair, I'm sure of it. Is there a warranty on it? Most things in the UK have a 12-month warranty by default, although that might only be electrical products. I didn't look if it had a warranty on it. I mean, it was from Amazon, so... And it was on a deal as well. Originally, it was like a £230 chair or something, right? So, I should hope it lasts. But yeah, already it feels better on my back. So hopefully long term, it will slowly make a bit of a difference to the pain I'm having in my back all the time, right? Work is still going to fuck with my back a lot, but hopefully this will mean it doesn't get worse. Because I'd find I'd hurt my back at work, like it would be sore after work, and then I would come home and sit in that chair and it would just make it even worse. I feel like it's relieved it tonight. It doesn't feel as bad at all. 5-year component and 2-year upholstery warranty. So the upholstery has a 2-year warranty, I guess because it wears more, right? And the components, so I guess the actual chair itself has a 5-year warranty. So I guess that's a pretty decent warranty on a chair, right? So hopefully, if it does break, I can get a new one, right? Or they'll repair it or whatever, right? Yeah, it feels solid. It's just, it looks plastic, but I think it's like a plastic shell around like a metal frame, right? It looks pretty though. I like how it looks. I love the white on it. And yeah, like I say, I got it on, it was during the Cyber Monday deals, so I ended up getting a more expensive one. So like, I got a £230 chair for less than £200. Did you feed the old chair to the girl? I did. The old chair is still behind me, look. It's there. You can see it here. It's here. It's still sitting there at the minute. I don't know what to do with it. I want to keep it around, but there's really no space in this apartment to keep it. Yeah, if I had more space, like, I wish I had a garage or something. I could just stick it in the garage, and if I ever needed a second chair, it'd be really, like I was saying earlier, if like Link or a friend or someone comes around and we do a stream with 2 people, it'd be really handy to have 2 chairs, right? But there's just nowhere here to keep it. It's so tiny here. Make a shiny goat? I could. It's grey though. The old chair's grey. This one's black and white. The old one's grey. You love how I say garage? That's what it's called. It's called a garage. I can let the goat sit on it? Yeah, that's a good idea. Surely the goat won't worry too much about his posture, right? Yeah, ultimately, I think that chair was just way too big for me. The fact that I can slide this seat back on this one, like, I've got the seat slid back as far as it goes. And it just makes my back just permanent contact with the back of the chair. Which is what I didn't have before. There was like about that much space between my back and the backrest of the chair. Why are you still white, sheep? Why are you still white? Doo doo doo. I was in this guy's stream the other night and someone invaded the chat begging the guy to send him pizza. What the hell? I hope the streamer told him to fuck off. Because that's what I would have done. Yeah, we need a bar black sheep, right? That's what we need. He actually sent him pizza? That's setting a scary precedent, right? Apparently so, hardcore. I can do that. Yeah, see, the people that didn't ask for it would be the people that I would actually want to send something to, right? The people that asked for it, they're the ones that are definitely not going to get shit, right? That's how my brain works. You want to come begging for something? You ain't getting nothing. They weren't asking for me to buy Pokemon Sword. They were asking for somebody to share their Switch on someone who had digital version of Sword or Shield to share their Switch online. To share their Switch Online account with them so that they could use their Switch Online account. I was just like, yeah, I'll just give you my random guy in chat that I've never ever heard of before. I'll just give you my username and password for Switch Online. Absolutely. Go right ahead. Alright. Yes, I did. I quite clearly told them that that wasn't going to fucking happen. I can't remember my exact response. I think I just mocked them with a whole lot of sarcasm. I can't remember exactly. No, they didn't. They wanted the Switch Online account so they could download your version. They didn't have Sword or Shield hardcore. They wanted somebody who had bought Sword or Shield on their Switch Online account as a digital download to give them their login so they could download Sword of Shield and play it on their Switch. That's what they were asking. It wasn't because they wanted Switch Online. They wanted the game. They wanted the game on the Switch Online account. Wonder if it worked for him. You never know, right? Somebody might have been silly enough to do it, right? That's no different. I mean, it kind of is different to begging in the streets, because like most people begging in the streets are trying to get food, right? Not a video game, right? Them people want to eat. They want to survive, right? They're begging for survival. This guy was begging to play Pokemon. I think that is a bit different. And yeah, a lot of people who are begging on the streets will spend it on alcohol or drugs. But I'll tell you what, if I was living on the streets, I'd probably want some alcohol or drugs too. Like that way, try with a friend because I bought it online. It kicks you off if you're playing it. Yeah, right, yeah. You can't, 2 people can't play it, yeah. And one Switch, the primary Switch, is the only one that can play it offline. Every other Switch has to be online when they play it. Will do things for Pokemon Sword. I just think some people are just so entitled that they think that they can just do what they want. And that they deserve to have everything that everyone else has. Which unfortunately is not how the world works. And we started playing Shield. Yeah, I haven't even put Sword into my Switch yet. I haven't even taken the cartridge out of the box. I unwrapped the cellophane. That's as far as I got. I haven't even left Route 1. I have now. I've nearly finished the game finally. I would have finished it last night. Like I say, I passed out on top of my Switch. I woke up this morning with my Switch underneath me in bed because I was playing it in bed. And I was like, oops, that's not good for the Joy-Cons. Doop 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 doop. Okay, I think I mean it turned itself off, right? It went into sleep mode. Yeah, it wasn't a smart thing to do by any means. It wasn't a smart thing to do. Like, I believe when I woke up, I'd slept with it with like the vent side was like out and it was the bottom side of the Switch that was underneath my back. Yeah, it was fine. I was more worried about the Joy-Cons, like, because the fucking analog sticks on the Joy-Cons are terrible, right? And it burning my nipples, it was okay. I fell asleep flat on my back like this. And like I say, I woke up with my glasses still on, Switch like tucked under my back here. And I was just like, what the hell? My nipples are fine, bro, don't worry. My nipples are... I've kept them in great condition for you, dude. They're in great condition. Don't you worry about that. But yeah, I was more worried about the Joy-Cons because like my analog stick on my left Joy-Con already feel it's felt a bit weird from the start. And those, it's the Pikachu and Eevee edition Switch, right? So you can't replace those Joy-Cons. You can't buy new ones, right? So that's what I was worried about. And that's another reason I hate playing my Switch in handheld mode, because I don't like using the Joy-Cons. They're in mint condition, they are. They're like PSA 10 nipples over here, don't you worry about that. They've been graded 10 out of 10. Oh, Wooloo! Come back in the chat, get small. It's always weird over here, right, Elliot? You expect anything different, bro? You expect anything different on this channel? We're always talking fucking weird shit. That's what we do, right? Have you seen the handheld thing for the Switch? You can feel like you have something in your hands. What do you mean? Like the grip for it, do you mean? You mean the grip? From politics to nipples. Yeah, anything goes, right? Anything goes. No, development on the floor banging situation. So I forgot to update you on, right? Laura was coming home the other day. I wasn't here. And the neighbour from upstairs was actually standing outside having a cigarette when she came home. And she was about to go in the door. And he like said hello to her like normal and sort of went, "Can I just speak to you for a minute?" And she was like, "Yeah, sure." And he was like, "I just wanted to apologise if it's really noisy up there." And she was like, "Okay." And I thought we were going to find out what the hell they did when she started telling me this story, right? It didn't turn out that way. But apparently he apologised and said like, he was like, "I know that whether they could hear me shouting about it the other night, I don't know. It was really weird that I was moaning about it on stream." And the next, like, within like 2 days, he'd apologised to Laura for the noise. But he was saying that, like, obviously this apartment I'm in used to be a shop. And it was converted from a shop into like a little apartment. And so he's always lived above a shop, so it's never been an issue. And, you reckon he heard me? And, he was saying that the floorboards are really, really, like the floor is really kind of like noisy, which it is. It's an old building, right? And his floor upstairs is really thin. He's got like really thin, like hard flooring. And he said like, he's like, we can't help it. He's like, every time we step anywhere, he said, especially in the kitchen, he said, it just makes so much noise. And he's like, we can hear it up there. And we can tell how loud it is, so it must be really loud for you guys underneath. And Laura was just like, don't worry about it. She's like, we ain't exactly the quietest, but we're always screaming and shouting and fucking dicking it about, right? She's like, you probably hear us as well. And he sort of like laughed, so I'm guessing he does. But yeah, he said, I'm speaking to my landlord about trying to get some thick carpet installed to try and make it a bit quieter, right? So yeah, it's not rats, it's not dog bollocks. It genuinely is just them living their daily lives by the sound of it. I still don't know what the banging thing is. There's a banging thing they do. I don't know what it is, and it's not banging, right? Changed into a Pokemon battle. I've still never spoken to the dude. I've said hello to him like twice, I think. I never see him. But I work late. I come and go at weird times of the day, right? I've never bumped into him. Laura's bumped into him a few times and chatted to him. She looks way more friendly than me anyway, right? So if you were going to speak to one of us, you'd probably choose her. But yeah. Can you see the Rookidee? My Rookidee? My Rookidee is no longer a Rookidee. It is a Corviknight. And there you can see it. It's a shiny Corviknight. And it's very pretty. It's very, very pretty. So yeah, he's aware of the noise. And he apologized for it. Pretty birdie indeed, Simply. Let me get the Wooloo. So yeah, that's the update on the noise from up above situation. He must have heard me moaning about it or something, right? Or he must have heard me shout. Like when they make a noise sometimes, I'm just like, what are they doing up there? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he might have heard me like shout as soon as they made a noise one time. But he apologized for it, and he said like, there's nothing we can do about it. Like, he's like, it's just the noisy floor. I was like, it's cool. It's cool. It doesn't, like, I said that on stream the other day. It doesn't bother me, right? He heard something, right? He must have heard something. It doesn't bother me. Like I say, I was more curious about what the fuck they were doing than anything else. I just wanted to know what the hell they did up there. I say, it sounded like they'd installed a bowling alley. But yeah, he apologised for it, so... I think it is code for something. What? Over that, he watches the streams and saw me like ripping him the other day. I mean, it's good that he apologised, because there's been times when I'm wondering, like, am I that noisy? Like, especially when I'm streaming at night time and I'm shouting and stuff. Like, are they mad because I'm so noisy and they're just trying to make loads of noise just to piss me off back? Do you know what I mean? But it's not that. It's cool. They're cool. 2 people rave club. I don't know what it is. But he was cool about it anyway, right? So at least I know he's not mad at me, and he's not just making loads of noise because he's mad at me because I'm so noisy. Because they must hear me shouting and stuff at night time sometimes when I'm streaming, right? They probably did hear me when I got there. They must have heard me, yeah. And like, me and Laura are just always dicking about, right? We're always fucking like laughing like proper loud about shit, and we're always just messing around. Like, so yeah, they probably hear us at all times of the day doing stupid shit. And I'm always playing fucking like death metal like pretty loud too, right? So... Raves are fun. I used to go to like proper illegal raves years ago. They're the kind of raves you want to go to. Doing all-nighter tonight? I'll go to work tomorrow, bro. I have to work, dude. How long left on the stream? About 50 minutes. 50, not 15. 50. 3-hour stream tonight. I wish it could be longer, right? But I gotta work 40 hours a week as well as doing this. It's hard, man. It's hard to fit it in. I'd love to stream all night long every night, right? But it just ain't feasible. Try and call it a night in 20 minutes, see how that goes. Yeah, right. I hope it lands within 50 minutes too, right? Where's the lamp source? The fuck is lamp source? I have no idea what you're talking about, Elliot. Lamb sauce? Oh, for the Wooloos? I get it now. I get it. You normally have mint sauce with lamb, is that right? Is that what people do? Peanut, oh no, don't start that again. We're not that desperate yet, Mewtwo. We're not that desperate yet. See what I had to eat today. Laura made like a homemade curry, like she made everything herself. It was good. It was good. Try it, Mewtwo. Let me know how you get on with that. Let me know how you get on with that. It was really delicious. It was great. She like bought all the spices and made like the curry paste all by herself and shit. Like made everything from the scratch. It was so good. It was proper good. I was like, if you told me that was from an Indian restaurant, I would have believed you. That was tasty shit. Chair? Yes, chair. It is a chair. I'm not levitating, it is a chair. Send Link a donut so he can send me peanut butter and apples. Haggis has like intestines and shit in it or something. It's disgusting, right? I've never eaten it. I actually haven't. It is the new chair, Evan. Yes, it is the new chair. Like, haggis has like... It's like something inside and it has heart, liver and lungs. Traditionally... Oh, it's in a stomach. That's what it is. Heart, liver and lungs minced with onion, oatmeal, suet, spices and salt. Mixed with stock and cooked, traditionally encased in an animal's stomach. That's what haggis has in it. Never eaten it before. Apparently it tastes quite good. Sounds terrible, right? But apparently it's tasty. I mean, it's been around for so long for a reason, and it's probably not because it's awful. Stream is lagging. Is everyone else's stream okay? What is wrong with people? It sounds horrible, but I've never eaten it. I don't know, but just because it sounds horrible, right, doesn't mean it is. Might taste wonderful. It's actually kind of nice. Battered haggis. I mean, anything's better with batter on it, right? Would I try it? Absolutely, I would try it. I wouldn't be afraid to try it. I would try it. I've just never been in a position where it was right in front of me before to try it. If somebody had some and they were like, "You want to try this haggis?" I'd be like, "Okay, I'll try it." There are people that eat cheese with maggots in it? Yeah, right, yeah. Maybe it's a Scottish thing. So are you one of these deep fried battered Mars bar people too, Sam? I've never had one of those either. I would love to try that. Rookidee, get out of here. La 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 la. It sounds nasty, but like when you think like beef is like cow muscles, you know what I mean? When you describe it like that, it doesn't exactly sound very appetizing, is it? You know what I mean? Like cow leg muscle. Yeah. People don't think that's weird, right? That's normal. Technically English. Maybe half and half. Scottish parents, born in Cumbria. Fuck battered Mars bars and shit. Apparently it's super tasty, right? I want to try that shit. Haggis is banned? Why would it be banned? Banned for containing sheep lung? Why? What's wrong with sheep lung? You got people out there eating roadkill, but you can't eat sheep lung? Ryan couldn't resist. Ryan couldn't resist. You just saw it online? I'm googling that shit. Haggis banned in America. Imports of traditional Scottish haggis have been banned in the United States since 1971. The US Department of Agriculture has long objected to one of the key ingredients in haggis, sheep lung. No food for human consumption, whether made locally or in the USA, can contain sheep's lung. What's wrong with sheep's lung? That's what I beg to ask. Allow me to read further into this article. You gotta love that, look. Pokemon card game ads coming up. They be tracking me good. Tell me more. Tell me more. Why don't you... Is that what you tell me? What a terrible article. Answer a survey to finish reading the content? No, thank you. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to find a different article. Why can't it contain sheep's lung though? I don't understand. What's wrong with sheep's lung? There must be a reason, right? Not just because, you know, because it's sheep's lung. Apparently it's all across the United States. Apparently there's haggis makers that have removed the sheep's lung in order to get around the ban. So you can get it over there, but it doesn't have lung in it. Why is lung banned in the US? There we go. In 1971 it became illegal to import... It's the same fucking article. The ban encompasses lung because fluids such as stomach and phlegm may enter... Stomach acid and phlegm may enter the lung during slaughter. Still, what does that matter? Is like stomach acid and phlegm bad for you? I have it inside me right now. That is really weird, right? 1971 as well, so it's not even, it's like fairly recent, right? Yeah, I have. I'm pretty sure I've tried black or white pudding. I can't remember. Just like a sausage with blood in it, right? Didn't even know what haggis was until now. Now you know. Education with Banproof. I'm pretty sure I tried black pudding. Like when you buy like a breakfast somewhere and it comes with black pudding, like a traditional English fried breakfast. Pretty sure I've tried it at least one time. I can't remember. Can't really remember. It was a while ago. Yeah, I used to be a butcher, so that kind of stuff doesn't bother me, right? Like animal blood, used to be covered in it every day. So it doesn't faze me, the fact that it's got like blood in it. Number 1156. What's up, Eugene? How's it going, man? What is the intro song name? There is 3 intro songs, and they are called The End of All Things, I Am Unbreakable, and Defenders Unite. And they are all by an artist called Nicholas Johansson. Where have all the sheep gone? Yeah, you could have had Rookidee pudding, right? Although we've slaughtered 1,157 sheep now too. It's just mass murder on these shiny hunts. It's like a mass murder machine. From the shiny illegal. No, the shiny's going to be called Dave. Sorry, bro. It was decided. It has been done. The shiny will be called Dave. Dave the goat. Because we're going to evolve it, right? Into a goat. Dave the goat. It was decided on our previous stream. For microbiological risks. That is why they don't let you have lung in haggis in the USA. Okay. I'd love to know if anybody actually ever got... Has anybody ever gotten sick from haggis? I can't find any evidence anywhere apart from... Yeah, there's no evidence anywhere ever of anybody getting ill from eating haggis. US fucking whatever food department decided to ban it. They're being paranoid, bro. They're being paranoid. Try hunting for Riolu when I'm done. I'm going to be hunting for Impidimp next because lots of people are getting shiny Riolu from eggs. Lots of people are getting shiny everything from eggs. It's like, the odds are the same for Riolu as they are for any other Pokemon, right? Makes no difference whether I hunt for Riolu from eggs, whether I hunt for any other Pokemon from eggs. The odds are still the same. It's just if you get lucky, you get it quick. If you don't get lucky, you don't get it quick. Yeah, my next shiny hunt is going to be Impidimp. Catch you later, Jay. Take it easy, bro. Get some good sleep. Get some sleep. And don't be getting linked to send me no peanut butter. And if you do, make sure it's smooth peanut butter. Not the crunchy one. I don't like that shit. Night, Jay, man. Take it easy, dude. Community Day tomorrow, yes it is. Saturday, right? See, Ryan's done 1,000 Riolus and still doesn't have it. So there you go. Makes no difference what Pokemon it is, right? Dragons are taking ages to hatch. You need the Khaleesi to come and help. She's good at hatching dragon eggs, right? Chunky and green out. Leave it out, bro. Leave it out. Catch you later, dude. Meow. 1,165 sheep. And we still don't have a shiny. La 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 la. We're like 1/6 of the way to what it took. You think? Rookidee took 6 times longer than this. I hope that doesn't happen again. Hopefully soon, I hope so. Mewtwo's nearly at 7k now. Damn, son. It's gotta come soon, bro. Gotta come soon. La 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 la. Do 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 do. Meow meow meow. Spawn for me, sheepy boy. Where are the sheep? Sheep! Well, a wheelie, I wish you could, that'd be fun, right? Bit of Dave Mirror BMX mixed into the Pokemon game. Remember that shit? It's got stump pegs on the bike though, right? Actually, I hadn't noticed that until now. The bike had stump pegs on it, so you could like totally grind some shit with this bike. You Used to love that. Yeah, Dave Mirror BMX. Used to play that. I think on like the original PlayStation, right? The old grey PlayStation 1. At least I think that's what console I had Dave Mirror BMX on. It just never compares to Tony Hawk's though, right? Tony Hawk 2 was my favourite by far. Tony Hawk 2 on the PlayStation, damn, I love that game. I used to always crave somebody to play skate against though, because like, I always wanted to play skate against people, but the only people I had was my brothers, and this was like when Link was too young to play back then. And like, my other two brothers both sucked at it, and they never wanted to play me, because like, they just lost horribly every single time. And I used to always like get mad because I had no one to play skate against on Tony Hawk's. Just add it in. They should definitely add tricks in again. Like on X and Y, let you do some rollerblading and shit. Like rollerblading, grinding on shit and stuff. Grind down that big tower in X and Y, I can't remember what it's called. Did I ever play Jet Set Radio? I didn't ever play Jet Set Radio, no. I know of it. I never had it. That was on was it on Dreamcast? Wave Race 64, yeah, right. Used to play that shit. I used to have Wave Race 64. Jet Grind Radio is the same. Was that for the Dreamcast? I can't remember. I never had a Dreamcast. Older Xbox. Like the original big black Xbox. I used to have one of those. I used to love the controller from the OG Xbox. The controller was sweet. I remember hacking my OG Xbox to like put XBMC on it or something, I think it was, so that I could like stream movies from my computer onto my Xbox and stuff. My favourite games console ever would be the Nintendo 64, man. It's where I have the most fond memories of games, like we spoke about it on the last stream, like Ocarina of Time and like Super Mario 64 and GoldenEye and Perfect Dark, and so many good games on that console, right? I mean, I've always just absolutely loved Nintendo consoles, like every single Nintendo console. I never had a Wii U, that's the only one I never had. Yeah, at Nintendo 64 when it came out. When did it come out? Was it like 1997, something like that? 1998 maybe? When did that come out? N64 release date, UK. '96. So yeah, like I was like 10. Came out in Japan. Came in 1997 in Europe. Yeah, so I was like 11. I was 11 when the Nintendo 64 came out. So I was like the perfect age to like really start getting into games properly. Like I had an NES and all that before, and had a Game Boy which I the game I probably spent, the console I spent the most time playing on until that point was my Game Boy Classic, and then I got a Game Boy Color at a later date, the purple one. I had a Game Boy Classic for the longest time, and I used to play it so much. But yeah, I had the NES, I had an Atari 2600, not the old wooden one. I had the more modern version of the Atari 2600. But yeah, the N64 was that came out right when I was like old enough to really understand some of the bigger games like Ocarina of Time and things like that. Do you know what I mean? I could really get engrossed in games, and I think because of that time period, like, and 64 was about for a long time as well, right? Before there was a new, before the GameCube came out, it was a long life cycle, right, on the 64. So like that all through my like teenage years, like all through high school pretty much, the N64 was the Nintendo console, right? So that's where I have the fondest memories of gaming, was on a Nintendo 64 for sure, like that nostalgia factor. I get the nostalgia from the NES, like I used to play it when I was a kid all the time. I had an NES, used to play loads of games on it, but like N64 was where I could really get lost in those like 3D worlds for the first, like Mario 64 being 3D. It's just amazing, right? I love that game so much. I played it through over and over again. Pokemon Stadium was cool too, absolutely, man, absolutely. I think I'm going to steal a wild Wooloo and paint it black. For the sparkles, I will use Sinnoh Pokemon because there was a thing and a cosmetic. Yeah, right, Okay, Twin, you do that, bro. But you shouldn't have told us. If you're going to do that, Twin, you got to keep it a secret, right? You can't go shouting about it. You got to keep that shit on the down low, bro. Mario Party 64 was still one of my favourite Mario Party games, yeah. Yeah, that's my fondest memories of gaming, was on the N64, right? I actually got the OG PlayStation after the N64. Even though the PlayStation, I believe, if my chronology is correct, the original PlayStation, the grey one, came out before the N64. I had an N64 first, and then I got a PlayStation, and I absolutely loved Spyro. Was the first game I loved on that. And then I started getting, like you said, all the Tony Hawk's games and stuff, like 1080 snowboarding on the 64 too. Shit, I love that game. What's up, Charizard Trainer? Welcome. Where am I Wooloo at? I hear a bar. There you go. Bar, black shit. No, it's white. It's definitely white. Although it's technically black. The fur is white, right? The sheep itself is black. How do you define? Do you define the colour of a sheep by its wool? Or do you define it by the colour of its skin? There's a philosophical question for you. WF No Mercy? Oh, absolutely, man. Yeah, so it started off with the WCW. It was WCW, right? It was the WCW versus NWO games, were the original ones, right? Made by THQ. They came out first. There was two of those. I can't remember the names. Thank you for the sub, Charizard Tamer. Welcome to the cult. You're one of us now. there was two WCW versus NWO games. One was called World Tour, and I can't remember what the other one was called. They were the first like THQ wrestling games, which then became WWF No Mercy and WCW vs NWO Revenge. That was it. And Revenge and World Tour were the first ones, right? That then led to WWF No Mercy, which then also led to the original WWF SmackDown games, which were on the PlayStation and on other consoles. The N64 never got SmackDown, right? But the popularity of the way those games played, and I think wrestling games today still play in a similar way, right? Before that, the old WWF In Your House and stuff like that, which were on the PlayStation, they tried to play it like a normal fighting game. There was a lot of combos and stuff, and it was really weird, and it wasn't very fluid. And then WCW vs NWO came out by THQ on the N64, and it changed the way you played, and it gave you that like grapple, and then, do you know what I mean? Like, which I haven't played a wrestling game for a few years now, but like, you would press like certain button, like you'd press A to grapple, and then you'd press another button to do a move from the grappling position, and there would be different moves depending on which direction you pressed and stuff, right? And that made for a really, really fluid like wrestling game. And they obviously, I'm guessing they didn't have a license for WWE at first, or it was WWF at the time. But the way it played was just really fluid and just really fun to play compared to other wrestling games. Like, there was WWF Raw, was it just called Raw is War, I think, as well, was another one. They were really, really clunky, really terrible, and I don't think they were made by THQ, right? They were made by, they might even be made by like Acclaim or something, right? What was the In Your House game? WWF In Your House. I've got to get my facts right now. WWF In Your House on the PlayStation 1. Who made that game? Developed by Sculptured Software and published by Acclaim Entertainment. I do know what I'm talking about. See? I'm not just a fucking gorgeous human being. I do know what I'm talking about. It always amazes me when I remember something from that long ago. It was published by Acclaim. Those games played really horribly. Like, they were really awkward and clunky. And it was like, it had combos, but combos worked. Combos work in like Street Fighter. They worked in like Mortal Kombat on that 2D plane. When you put it into a wrestling ring and made it 3D, the whole combo thing was really, really clunky, right? And then yeah, the THQ came out with WCW versus NWO games, and they became really popular. And that was at the same point when WCW was becoming quite popular, like Monday Night Nitro and all that stuff was becoming really popular too, right? So, talking about Raw is War, yeah, right, yeah, the Raw is War game, that was bad too. In Your House and Raw is War, they were both terrible. They were just terrible games. And then, obviously, THQ got the license for No Mercy, which was made in the same, it was the same as the WCW vs NWO games, right? And a lot of wrestling fans would prefer the WCW games because they just played better. They were better games, right? And that led to, I don't know, do THQ still make the wrestling games today? I'm not sure. Like, there was an ECW game as well, yeah. I can't always call, but I do remember it being a thing. There was a couple of weird Japanese wrestling games as well, which were like Japanese promotions that I didn't really know that much about. But I remember my buddies who, I used to be pretty big into wrestling, but I used to have buddies who were like proper wrestling nerds, and they used to watch all the Japanese shit and everything, right? They sort of brought that stuff to my attention. But yeah, That is what made THQ's out of business. Is it really? Oh yeah, 2K Games makes it now, right? But they still play in the same way as yeah, I remember THQ's out of business now, right? Like, I can't remember that THQ is out of business, but I can remember that Acclaim published a wrestling game from like 1997 or something. Like, what the fuck? Told you my short-term memory was fucked. But yeah, they still play in a similar way to what the original SmackDown games and the original WCW versus NWO games played, right? Where you have like a grapple button and you have certain button for running, and the same running, the button that makes you run is the same button that makes you Irish whip the character, right? I haven't played one for a while, but I'm guessing they still play similarly, right? Because it just changed the way wrestling games were made forever once those games came out. Before that point, they were terrible. Question for people that stream Shiny Hunt. Depending on your luck, do you set a certain goal and then finish the stream, or stream whenever you feel tired? Because I'm looking for a certain goal. My streams are time-based, because I have to work. So yeah, my streams are based around how long I can stream for. So 3 nights a week I stream for 3 hours, and 2 nights a week I stream for 5 hours. And I stream as many encounters as I can during those 3 hours or 5 hours. And then I stop, I go to sleep, then I go to work. And then I come home again. And when I come home, I start streaming again. And then I carry on where I left off, right? So I base mine off time. And I just keep going until I find the shiny. Not really big on the 2K games. Yeah, I haven't really played any. Not properly. I know the last one they released on Switch was like broken, right? It was like the worst reviewed Switch game ever or something. And then I think the next one, they didn't even bother making it for Switch, right? They just released it for PS4 and Xbox. I don't follow gaming like I used to. For me, it's just Nintendo. No Mercy 2, I'll take that. But yeah, for me, it's just Nintendo games, right? Like first-party Nintendo games, pretty much, is all I really pay attention to. Can I check the election chart, please? I can. You want me to check? Do you want to check the election chart? There you go. The election chart currently stands 68 seats for the Conservative Party, 63 seats for the Labour Party, 13 seats for the Scottish National Party, and 2 seats for Plaid Cymru, which is the Welsh Party, right? There you go. If you really wanted to know that, it means nothing to me, but in case you were wondering, there's the UK election update from Banproof. Never was big on fighting games. I used to love Mortal Kombat when I was younger. Really loved Mortal Kombat. And then I got into Street Fighter quite a bit around when Street Fighter 4 came out. I used to have Street Fighter 2, but I never really got into it that much. I was always more of a Mortal Kombat fan just because it was way more brutal. I think it's just my fucked up mind. So I used to like prefer Mortal Kombat because it was like way more brutal, right? But then when I got a bit older and Street Fighter 4 came out, I discovered that Street Fighter 4 was actually a way more superior fighting game, in my opinion, as a game. And yeah, I played Smash very casually on the 64 and on the GameCube. I didn't really play it massively. I played it just casually with friends and stuff, right? And then when it came out on the Switch, I got really into it for a little while. And then I'll be absolutely honest, I haven't played Smash for probably 6 months since I last even opened that game. That's a lie. I played it about 3 or 4 weeks ago with my daughter because she likes playing Smash too. We played some against each other, and she always plays as Kirby and I always play as Pichu. And I'm terrible at it because I haven't played it for ages, so it's actually quite competitive between the two of us. Labour ahead of it. Labour was the north of the UK is very much Labour voters, and the north of the UK always declare their results earlier for some reason. So it always goes the way that Labour seats are normally declared first. That's what little I do know about UK politics. I know that much. So you just don't push yourself on it and pace yourself for how long your mental state can handle. Yeah, if I wasn't working, I would stream as long as I could until I either felt like the stream was really, really boring for everyone else to watch, or until I felt too tired to play anymore or whatever, you know. If I wasn't working, like the first week when the game came out, I had booked the week off work, ready for when the game released, and I was streaming like 6 hours at a time, and I was streaming in the daytime, and I was streaming again in the nighttime. I was streaming much more because I didn't have to work. And when I haven't got to do other things, I can comfortably do 5-6 hour streams. It's not a problem. I do take regular breaks where I step up for 2 to 3 minutes every hour and a half or so. But, what's up, Carl, man? Thanks for popping in. Cute. It is cute. Yeah, when I got Smash on the 3DS, she really liked it and she got into it. And so she used to steal my Smash game cartridge all the time to play it on her 3DS because she didn't have her own copy of it. So she actually practiced playing quite a bit on the 3DS. So, because I hadn't played it that much, when it first came out on the Switch, like, I actually found it quite hard to beat her sometimes. She's 11, right? At that time. She's 12 now, and yeah, because, like, when Smash Ultimate came out on the Switch, I played it a lot, and I got not good. If you watched any of my streams playing Smash, you saw me get hammered by people on the stream. But I started learning how to play it properly, and it got to the point where she couldn't beat me anymore because I'd been practicing a lot. And she was getting a bit mad because I kept beating her every time, but I didn't never go easy on her. The only way you get better is to practice, right? She needs to know that that's a lesson in life, that is. I never ever went easy on her, but yeah, now after having not played it for a while, and when I moved out, and obviously my Switch came with me, I gave her my copy of Smash for the DS. So, because she couldn't play Smash on my Switch anymore, so I gave her my 3DS Smash so she could still at least play Smash on her 3DS at home. So she still played it a bit on her 3DS, and I hadn't played it for ages. So when we played the other day, it was actually quite evenly matched. How much time you need to learn to do? Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. You can't let them. I mean, sometimes I'll go easy on her to show her how to do something. Do you know what I mean? Like, I will like stand still, or I'll set something up for her to try and teach her, so she can learn. But then the next game, if she wants to do that again, she's got to set that up herself. I'm not going to do that every time, right? I'm not going to let her win. PK Fire is the most annoying shit. Anyone got a shiny Sobble? Not yet, but one day I will. If I had a kid, legit want him to be competitively towards me with Tekken or Blaze Blue. Yeah, they've got to like it though, bro. They've got to like it. Like, she loved it because she could play as like Kirby and Jigglypuff and stuff. So she genuinely wanted to play it herself. If you try and push it on them, they're gonna hate it. But they've genuinely got to love the game, right? If you try and push a game on them, they're gonna just end up hating it. But with her, like with Smash, she genuinely was interested in it, and she genuinely wanted to get better at it, and she went and sat and played on her own and got better at it by herself, right? Because I think it's because the characters, like she knew the Nintendo characters forever. She's been playing Nintendo, obviously I'm her dad, right? So she's been playing Nintendo games ever since she could hold a Wiimote, which was, the Wii was the console that was out when she was born, right? That was the latest Nintendo console when she was born. And yeah, ever since she could hold a Wiimote, she's been playing Nintendo games, right? So she knew all the Nintendo characters. So when she found a fighting game that was all Nintendo characters, like, she really gravitated towards it. And soul card my dad, he was hella drunk, so I let him win, and he kept shouting about beating me. Right, it's pretty much 3 AM, guys, so because I have to work tomorrow, I'm going to do, we're on 1208. I always round it up to a number, right? So 1210. 2 more encounters, and I got to go get some sleep, right? I wish, like, and I will say, after 3 hours, my back feels great. Compared to how it normally does, it's sore, like, it's always sore, but this new chair, it feels fucking fantastic compared to how it normally feels after a 3-hour stream. So thank you guys again for helping out with buying me a new chair. It is so appreciated. My back loves you all very dearly. That is shiny encounter number 1209. It is not shiny. The next one is going to be the last encounter tonight. Can we clutch it on the last one? Probably not. It ain't shiny, right? Thank you all for hanging out with me, people. I appreciate it so much. You know that, right? Again, thanks for the chair. Thanks for all the support, as always. Thanks for hanging out with me. Because you guys, you look more upright. Yeah, it makes me sit upright, right? It makes me sit upright. Have a nice sleep. Sorry I never donate. Don't be sorry, Sam. You come to the streams. All I ever want from anybody is to come to the streams and hang out in chat, right? That's all I ever ask for. If you can donate, it helps out. It's amazing. If you come to the streams and you watch the streams, I am super thankful for that. Anyone who can donate, if you'd like to donate, the monthly internet bill goal is up now. Go to the stream, I think you know what to do. Hit 7K right when the stream ended. Good luck with that Rookidee, Mewtwo. I hope next time you come into my stream, you can tell me you caught the shiny Rookidee, right? But anyway, thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all so much. It's not just about donating, right? You watch the stream, I'm amazed, right? I don't understand why anybody wants to watch it, but you do, and I'm thankful for it, right? You guys are all fucking awesome, every single one of you. I'll see you all tomorrow night at midnight. That'll be the next stream. We'll carry on the Shiny Wooloo Hunt. Stay Banproof, people. Hail Satan, and I'll see you all tomorrow night. I'm out of here for now. Peace.